Good afternoon, classmates. Good afternoon, ma'am. My assigned topic this afternoon, it's all about the trends and issues of human resource management. I am A.M. Sabandal, your reporter, and to our professor, Dr. Grace Flores. Good afternoon, ma'am. Okay, before I present to my topic this afternoon, let me first present my objective. My objective is to present the current issues and trends of human resource management. Okay, what are the trends of human resource management? First, we have the total quality management or the TQM. Second, mergers and acquisitions. We have re-engineering and the cost containment. Okay, what do you mean by total quality management or TQM? Okay, what is total? Total is made up of whole or involvement of all levels in the organization. While the quality, it is a degree of excellence a service or product provides, or conformance to agreed upon the requirements. While the management, it is an act, art, or manner of handling, controlling, and directing. So TQM is a company-wide effort to continuously improve the ways people, machines, and systems accomplish work. The TQM approach provides guidelines for all the organization's activities, including the HRM. We have the TQM core values. First, methods and processes are designed to meet the needs of internal and external customers. Every employee in the organization receives training in quality. Quality is designed into a product or service so that errors are prevented from occurring. The organization promotes cooperation with the vendors, suppliers, and customers to improve quality and hold down costs. And the managers measure progress with feedback based on data. So our TQM core values focusing the needs and expectation of customers. So that is the customer satisfaction. The second trend of human resource management is mergers and acquisitions. Mergers and acquisitions refers to the aspect of corporate strategy, corporate finance, and management dealing with buying, selling, and combining of different companies. So when we say mergers, it is when two businesses of similar size and scale of operations combine into one new company. While the acquisitions, it is when one business buys another, often smaller business. So the purpose of mergers and acquisition, it can aid and finance or help a growing company in a given industry grow rapidly without having to create another business entity. So HRM should have a different role in carrying out a merger or acquisition. Differences between the businesses involved in the deal make conflict inevitable. Training should include developing conflict resolution skills. There is a need to sort out differences in the two companies' practices with regard to compensation, performance appraisal, and other HR systems. So the third trend of human resource management is the re-engineering. So, okay, what do you mean by re-engineering? So re-engineering, it is a complete review of the organization's critical work processes to make them more efficient and able to deliver higher quality. So re-engineering, commonly defined as the redesign of business processes and the associated systems and organizational structures to achieve a dramatic improvement in business performance. So re-engineering involves reviewing all the processes performed by the organization's major functions. So this includes the human resource management. So re-engineering affects the human resource management in two ways. The way the HR department itself accomplishes its goals may change dramatically. Second, the fundamental change throughout the organization requires the HR department to help design and implement change so that all employees will be committed to the success of the re-engineered organization. We have the cost containment. In cost containment, it is involves tight control over expenses to ensure that the total amount of expenditure does not exceed the budgeted amount. So, an effective cost containment program requires the active oversight of management as well as the budgeting process that yields reasonable expenditure targets. So, first, we have the downsizing. In downsizing, it is the planned elimination of jobs or head count. So, in downsizing, it is reducing the number of employees on the operating payroll. Some users distinguish downsizing from a layoff, with downsizing intended to be a permanent downscaling and a layoff intended to be a temporary downscaling in which employees may later be rehired. So, businesses use several techniques in downsizing, including providing incentives to take early retirement and transfer to subsidiary companies. But the most common technique is to simply terminate the employment of a certain number of people. Second, we have the outsourcing. In outsourcing, it is contracting the outside organization to have work done that formerly was done by the internal employees. The practice of having another company, a vendor, third-party provider, or consultant provide services. So the outsourcing gives the company access to in-depth expertise and is often more economical as well. The HR departments help with the transition to outsourcing. The outsourcing includes both the foreign and the domestic contracting, and sometimes includes offshoring or relocating a business function to another company. So in cost containment, we have the employee leasing. In employee leasing, the process of the missing employees who are then hired by a leasing company, which handles all HR-related activities and contracting with a company to lease back the employees. So, we have also the hidden cost of layoff. The hidden cost of layoff, severance, and rehiring cost. The accrued vacation and sick day payouts. We have pension and benefits payoffs. Potential lawsuits for aggregate workers. Loss of institutional memory and trust in management. You have lack of staffers when the economy rebounds. Survivors who are risk averse, paranoid, and political. The other one is the benefits of no layoff policy. So it is a firstly loyal, more productive workforce, higher customer satisfaction, readiness to snap back with the economy, a recruiting edge, workers who aren't afraid to innovate knowing their jobs are safe. So let's proceed to the issues in HRM or the human resource management. The first issue is this one, an aging workforce. So, an aging workforce, it is the working individuals that has reached a certain age and beyond. It is used to define as those who are 40 years or older. So the HR professionals will spend much of their time on concerns related to retirement planning, retraining older workers, and motivating workers whose career have reached a plateau. Organizations with struggle with ways to control the rising cost of health care and other benefits. Many of tomorrow's managers will supervise employees much older than themselves. Organizations will have to find ways to attract, retain, and prepare the youth labor. So that's the end of my report. This is my reference. And thank you so much for listening.